Alright, welcome everybody to the Survival Hermit channel. I am the Hermit. Today I want to talk about how to have meaningful PvP in the GVG zones outside of war. Right now, for a lot of us, I know for me, until literally today, it felt like a lot of the interesting PvP content was locked to being part of a warband, to declaring these wars. Right, we're used to things like New World, and we just feel like PvP maybe isn't going to be available for the rest of us outside of flagging up in the open world, maybe losing some of our gear, not really being able to use the building mechanics as part of that PvP experience. It just doesn't seem like a lot of fun. And that is absolutely wrong. Because, as you can see, this pickup truck that I'm driving right now with my little ceiling tiles on top of it, this pickup truck is a mobile respawn point when you die. And that works in GVG. So, you can bring your truck out to the GVG zone that you want to PvP in, and when you die, you can respawn right here. All you're going to lose is a little bit of materials, if you're carrying materials, your consumables, your food, your water, your bullets, stuff like that. You're not going to lose your weapons. Your weapons do lose durability, though. And that is, again, where the truck is going to come in. Because after 4 or 5 deaths, your durability on all your equipment is going to go bye-bye. But, because this is a buildable truck, you can put a gear bench on here. You can put some boxes on here, right? You can craft right out of the boxes. So you put your boxes on here, you fill them up with resources, you put your item bench or your item gear bench in here, and now you have your mobile repair station where you can respawn. You can come out here and you can PvP literally all day long as long as you have the resources available. And that's super important because right now trade on every server is totally dead except for extremely high-end calibrations. Right? Nobody's trading resources, nobody's trading foods, nobody's doing any of that because everybody has farms, everybody's going out and doing a lot of PvE and farming, and we're not nearly as focused on the PvP as we can be, and we probably really want to be, because it doesn't seem like something we can do meaningfully. So something I'm going to start doing on my server, by the way, I'm on NA PvP 01 tax 00001, is I'm going to start inviting people out to these, and I'm going to snag one of these engagement zones, right? Because the engagement zones that cannot be owned, right, you have the frontiers, which is the whole oil rig area. And the frontier can be owned by a warband, but not all of them are available to be owned. So right now, this frontier that I'm at can't be owned by a warband. But the oil rigs around it, right, there's 4 of them, can be owned by a hive. And all you have to do that is just come into your build menu, you go to outdoor facilities under facilities, and you build this security equipment right here. So you bring those resources over on your truck, you build your security equipment, and now you have the ability to build in a small area around this structure, right? You can put up turrets, you can put up power, you can put up all that stuff. So grab your small little hive, right? You get your 4 or 5 friends that you play with, or your 2 or 3 friends, or however many you are, even if you're solo. You come over here, you build up real quick, you make a little something happen, and then you invite some other people to do the same, right? Somebody else claims that one over there, somebody else claims the one across the way over there, and then you all just have this open world PvP fight with your mobile repair stations and your mobile respawn stations, and you're generating resources this whole time. You know, maybe you do a winner takes all, right? Maybe everybody comes to blow up, and once your oil rig is blown up, or you'll maybe bring one of the trucks in here, you'll do something, and once something is blown up and you no longer own that oil rig or whatever, then you're out, right? So you've got 4 or 5 teams out here, and they're all competing to try and be the last oil rig standing, and when you're the last oil rig standing, you're the one who gets all the resources. or something like that, or just free-for-all it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Set something up, bring some people out to these oil rigs, get some PvP going, because we really, really, really need to be using resources. Survival games don't work if resources aren't being pulled out of the system. And right now, everybody is just hard farming resources. Everybody has so much extra resources. And we want to get rid of that so that trade opens up. We want to get rid of that so that energy links maintain some sort of value. You want to get rid of that so that there's a reason to start interacting in other ways with the player base and having a good time. So come out here, have some PvP. You're not going to lose any of your equipment, so bring your best stuff. Bring some foods, eat some foods, bring some consumables, throw grenades, have a blast, use invisibility foods, use invisibility cloaks. Bring all of that stuff with you. When I was dying, I never lost any of these tools or anything right here. So I don't think these have the chance to drop when you die. So you don't have to worry about any of that. But it's very, very important that we start having some fun and meaningful PvP. And it's really, really easy to take over one of these engagement zones. You could save a build so that you could just, right, you build it out one time, and then you save that build, and then you come take over an engagement zone, and boom, just plunk it down. Right? No big deal, super easy. You can do the same thing on your truck, right? You can save your build on your truck, and then just rebuild it. So if for some reason it gets destroyed or something happens, or next season you want the same truck build, you can rebuild your build on your truck. So take some time, make it fun, make it good. And then you never have to do it again. You just save it, and it's part of your saved builds. So I've been the Survival Hermit. If you find this at all useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and get out there and start shooting each other.